Without music, life would be a mistake. That which does not kill us makes us stronger. The individual has always had to struggle to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. In every real man, a child is hidden that wants to play. We love life not because we are used to living, but because we are used to loving. I cannot believe in a God who wants to be praised all the time. In heaven, all the interesting people are missing. Whatever is done for love always occurs beyond good and evil. The surest way to corrupt a youth is to instruct him to hold in higher esteem those who think alike than those who think differently. To live is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering. All truly great thoughts are conceived while walking. One must still have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star. The advantage of a bad memory is that one enjoys several times the same good things for the first time. We are all greater artists than we realize. A thinker sees his own actions as experiments and questions, as attempts to find out something. He who fights with monsters should be careful lest he thereby become a monster. The man of knowledge must be able not only to love his enemies, but also to hate his friends. The future influences the present just as much as the past. An individual's insanity is rare, but in groups, parties, nations, and epochs, it is the rule. The higher we soar, the smaller we appear to those who cannot fly. Be careful when you cast out your demons that you don't throw away the best of yourself. All things are subject to interpretation. Whichever interpretation prevails at a given time is a function of power and not truth. One must have chaos in oneself to give birth to a dancing star. You must be ready to burn yourself in your own flame. How could you rise anew if you have not first become ashes? In individuals, insanity is rare, but in groups, parties, nations, and epochs, it is the rule. The true man wants two things: danger and play. For that reason, he wants woman as the most dangerous plaything. A casual stroll through the lunatic asylum shows that faith does not prove anything. Without music, life would be a mistake. You have your way, I have my way. As for the right way, the correct way, and the only way, it does not exist. To forget one's purpose is the commonest form of stupidity. Art is the proper task of life. One must still have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star. When we are tired, we are attacked by ideas we conquered long ago. Is life not 1,000 times too short for us to bore ourselves? The demand to be loved is the greatest of all arrogant presumptions. All credibility, all good conscience, all evidence of truth come only from the senses. The best weapon against an enemy is another enemy. In revenge and in love, woman is more barbaric than man. And those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those who could not hear the music. I cannot be angry at God, in whom I do not believe. The higher we rise, the smaller we appear to those who cannot fly. In individuals, insanity is rare, but in groups, parties, nations, and epochs, it is the rule. He who has a why to live for can bear almost anyhow. One must still have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star. In truth, there was only one Christian, and he died on the cross. A woman may very well form a friendship with a man, but for this to endure, it must be assisted by a little physical antipathy. All great things must first wear terrifying and monstrous masks in order to inscribe themselves on the hearts of humanity. He who would learn to fly one day must first learn to stand and walk and run and climb and dance, and one cannot fly into flying. He who fights with monsters should be careful lest he thereby become a monster. And if thou gaze long into an abyss, the abyss will also gaze into thee.